Piloted by world champions and pro tour grinders, this deck is supposed to be the best deck in Vintage. Welcome back, Vintage gamers. Challenge time. I saw this wonderful tweet this morning from world champion Yuta Takahashi about the Vintage God tournament over in Japan, where he played this really nice looking version of the blue-black Lurrus deck that has been popularized by Mogd. I know you've probably seen previous videos where I'm not super happy with the deck construction of this deck. But this is a step in the right direction, and then we'll finally complete it with what I want to play today. Of course, noting that both of these Magic players are much, much better than me. To a very, a very large gap in play skill. So, we're taking this deck, and I'm going to either, depending on how you want to frame it, put the training wheels back on, or make the deck better. Who could tell, really? I'm just going to take the Yuta list, which I think is probably derived from a Mogd list based on what I'm looking at. And I'm going to play Volt Key and Time Twister in the deck. So I'm going to trim some of the 3-ofs and get some Oops, I Win combos in my blue-black Lurrus control deck, as well as applying some Nullrons to the sideboard, as I like them more than I like things like Sabotage and Consign to Memory and that kind of stuff against Jewel. So what are we looking at? We're looking at blue-black Lurrus control, 3 Moxen, 3 Lorien revealed. Yuta chose to play a full suite of creatures where Mogd typically plays 6. And then Yuta played 1 Bauble where Mogd is around 3 right now. A nice thing about Yuta's list is the sideboard does not contain Soul Rend. I don't really like this narrow removal. Even Noxious Grasp is a bit more all-encompassing here. Not all-encompassing, but more encompassing, I should say. One thing I do like in the Mogd list is the Undercity Sewers. I think that makes a lot of sense in what's trying to go on here as a typical blue-black control deck. I don't have any problems with Spreading Seas and Dress Down for Lurrus. Fatal Push and Spell Pierce makes sense to me. Flusterstorm is probably at its all-time low in playability. But yeah, I like to, what's the word? I'm trimming a Negation, a Spell Pierce, and a Fatal Push from the Yuta list, which probably trimmed 2 Baubles and something else and probably a creature from the Mogd list. And then, yeah, we're going to play Volt Key, and Time Twister has an Oops, I Win, though this deck does not have a Vampiric or a Mystical in it. Very heavy on the card advantage, typical Legacy blue controlling style deck. So, not always my forte in terms of Magic play, so I'm going to do my best to play this at a reasonable level today and see how we do in the Vintage Challenge. Are you interested in weekly Vintage metagame recommendations? Do you want to see your deck list played on my channel? Or maybe you are just looking for the best way to support my Vintage content? Make sure you check out the Patreon link in the description below. Let's battle. All right, round 1 Vintage Challenge. Okay. I have immediately the reason that these pro players probably do not play Time Vault in their deck, and that is, it doesn't do anything. Until it wins you a game, you can no longer win. So is this a mulligan because we have a Time Vault in our hand, some lands? If this was a Vexing Bauble, would it be better? Not really, because then our Force of Will is turned off. Maybe that doesn't matter. Interesting to think about, though. We're definitely going to kind of keep track of Time Vault Key and Time Twister over the course of the tournament and see how they fare. This is mono white. I think I'm still keeping it. If there's a Chancellor reveal, we'll play an Island, and if there's no Chancellor reveal, we'll play an Undercity Sewers. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason I'm playing it. I think it's incredibly good. It wins you tons of games that you can't win, and it's very, very powerful. Key alone does do things. It does very, very important things. Key alone makes creatures unblockable. Extremely powerful. So like, I don't want to force this because I want this frog on turn 2. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I'm okay with that. If that's gonna be the sequence here, I'll just play a frog and I'll be pretty happy. Hey, look at that! Would you look at that? No way. Crazy how that works. I still don't think we're gonna play it. There's just too many ways it goes badly. I think it just makes a lot of sense to deploy Psychic Frog this turn. I mean, we don't have like that much main deck removal. We have 2 pierces, fatal pushes. So yeah, they're up to 4 mana. So like if they had gone, like a Witch Enchanter on our Time Vault here, we would have been pretty unhappy. Oh, is this going to be a March on the Frog? Did they March on the Frog would also stop Vault Key? So pretty nice sequence, all things considered. What we'll do is we'll just play a key and we'll pass. Hold up Bullmaster. They're probably not threatened by this key, and then we'll untap and Vault Key them. I would hope. Well, I guess if I get Wastelanded, that does hurt. Unless I draw another land. Well, the best deck for me is probably Doomsday. Oh, my opponent has dropped the Anointed Peacekeeper, stopping the Time Vault. So, oh, we got a game on our hands. It's going to cost 2 more to play and 2 more to activate, so. I'm a content creator. I have to play different decks or people get bored. My God. I don't know why I have to explain this every week. Wait, did my opponent just name Orcish Bowmasters? I'm so confused. They must have another March in hand. They must have another March in hand, right? Or they just wanted to die. I don't. Okay, sure. I'm going to bring in Fatal Push, Long Goodbye, and Noxious Grasp. I don't know. I don't know why. I literally streamed Doomsday 2 times in a row, and the second time I had 3 YouTube comments that said, you know, we've already seen Doomsday. Can we try different decks? This is boring. We've already seen it. I was like, what? Oh my God. This Vexing Bobble is atrocious. I don't know. These Spell Pierces are pretty bad. Swamp looks good. I mean, I don't care about the win rate. See, like, you care about the win rate. I don't care about my win rate. My win rate is like completely irrelevant. It's, do we make good content? Do we have fun streaming? Like, sure, winning is nice, but like winning is not the requisite of a good stream. All right. Yeah, if you don't play Magic for fun, Magic is not worth playing. You should be playing Magic for fun. Winning can be fun, but like if you're like trying to win everything, then just go play poker. Like there's no point in playing Magic. Doesn't feel like we have enough things to bring in. I guess this is fine. I'm not really sure. Like we could theoretically bring in Consign, but because Magic is a much more fun game than poker, which is why we don't play poker here. uh, this hand is not very good. This hand's interesting. No, oh my god. I'm gonna mute your trolling for a sec if you don't calm down. What do I want to do with this hand? I have 5 mana on turn 1. So I could Lotus and turn a Lorien Revealed into, like, if I put away this Wasteland, I could theoretically play Double Frog, right? Maybe it's crazy. But then if they have a Bauble or a Chancellor, I lose. So like, what am I supposed to do? Did we just put back this negation and just jam without trying to play any kind of counter magic? It just covers us from the most things. Okay. Is this like a Seasoned Dungeoneer? Do 2 frogs beat a Seasoned Dungeoneer? Any knowers? I have no idea if 2 frogs beat a Seasoned Dungeoneer on turn 1 here. God, that's a crazy Mox in hand, huh? So I have to get, if I want to get a basic, I'd have to get a Swamp, which I don't really want to do. So I guess the answer is just get an Underground Sea anyways. All right, 2 frogs versus Seasoned Engineer. Who wins? I just like don't know if we care. Like, do we actually care about like countering a Vexing Bauble? I don't really think we do. I guess if they bring in Swords to Plowshares, then Mental Misstep would be better than Spreading Seas. But like a Spreading Seas actually can just ruin my opponent's mana because like, my opponent's deck's white mana situation is horrible. So like a Spreading Seas isn't no value. It's not good in this matchup because you're not playing Urza Saga, but like it's not no value. Wasteland. Same kind of deal. They went down the Lost Well. It's kind of interesting. It's going to be a real hit on their tempo. They found a Wasteland, so they get to Wasteland my Underground Sea, but... No, my opponent did not Forge, which I think is usually wrong, but it probably means they have no creatures in hand. What did they do with this? They went top, though. What? My opponent waited 4-drop on turn 1. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, is this Wrath of the Skies for 3? Sure. Seems reasonable. And we know they have a Wasteland in hand. Noxious Grasp, but isn't it not too late? Feel like it'll be too late. Found a follow-up creature too. I guess they did scry top, so. All right, I'm good. I've invested. My opponent played Pernicious Deed. Yeah, it's whatever. We weren't actually winning that game by Noxious Grasping, so I wanted to keep as many lands as I could, but it didn't really matter. So on the play, things get like better. I think we could bring in Consign to Memories instead of Dress Down because we can counter an artifact, but then we can also do a trigger later. I definitely like that more than. I do think a Bobble on the play is fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Yeah, it looks like a lot better. So, Spreading Seas. Sorry, I had to take the Spreading Seas out, not the Dress Down out. Yeah, I mean, that's like what happens when you play Urza Saga. People play cards that beat Urza Saga, and then you just get your whole board wiped. I assume that this is a keep. It's like a fetch go angle. Oh, I don't play those things. No Chancellor. Bobble? Sure. I just don't really care about a Bobble. They're really lucky they have basic planes here. So I'm gonna go get a basic swamp, and then I'm going to cycle for the basic island. Time Vault. Just gonna play a Bone Master, because that way if they play initiative, I can just take the initiative. Okay, Cavern. Now time to draw our Time Twister, yeah? DT. DT's interesting. Yeah, but I think I want a Wasteland, right? Doesn't Wasteland look really good here? This might just supposed to be, it might just supposed to be Ancestral. I'm like kind of worried the Fatal Push won't be turned on. But no, I think he is like too greedy. There's a lot of ways that goes badly. All right, here's the ancient. So I'm really worried my Fatal. Oh, they didn't actually play a creature though. Interesting. Strip mine. Yeah, I mean, how does the opponent play the game? I drew Wasteland. They can't win. I don't know. I kind of want to force them to use this Bobble. That's fine too. They're just committed. Like they can't. They have to have another planes or cavern to like play spells or crack Bobble so they can play the Moxen. So now they're gonna crack the Bobble. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Like maybe they play a bunch of Moxen and have a second Bobble. I guess that could happen. I almost think this is just force this. The downside would be if they have like a second Chrome Mox. No, that's fine. I think getting two cards out of their hand is not that bad here. Oh, that's really good if they have a follow-up creature off this. They just don't have a follow-up creature? Interesting. All right. Bowmaster, Frog, Force. Like, I really want to hit land drops. Yeah, but I can't. Like, turning on the push is non-trivial. I guess I could, I don't know, shoot my own Bowmaster or something. This deck doesn't really turn on push very well. Am I like wrong to want to put this cards away? I just like want to hit lands here. I mean, Frog is really good for here. They have 3 cards left in hand. I mean, Frog has got to be enough. I just don't want to draw these other cards though. I mean, it doesn't like it doesn't like it actually doesn't hit lands for like 2 turns, right? Like these other cards are just bricks. They're not good. That's why I like Preordain over Ponder a lot. I'm gonna shuffle. I draw a Bowmaster anyways. Seems good. Wait. It's a lot of Bowmasters. Cavern. Seasoned Dungeoneer. Holding up March. Oh, Witch Enchanter. Sure. Two cards in my opponent's hand. It's like really hard to turn on Fatal Push, huh? I guess this is just like a super easy attack. Because I can't really do anything. Pre-combat means I get an extra damage in from a block attacker here, but it also means they could like remove the Bowmaster, I guess. But I don't even know if I care about that. Could also just force this. Oh, March on that. 1 card left in hand. I'll just force it. It's fine. I guess I could have Fatal Pushed the Witch Enchanter by letting the thing get destroyed and Fatal Pushing, but I think that's worse, isn't it? And rather than just like use my 2 mana to play a Bowmaster and have a better attack. 2 cards in my opponent's hand, 5 life, can barely use the Ancient Tombs. They just like got out good carded. Like, I see like the mono white initiative deck is trying to move towards like more balance, right? More, you know, playing good magic cards. But when you do that, you lose the reason why the mono white initiative deck is good in the first place. And the reason it's good in the first place is it just plays turn 1 like stupidly powerful threats. And when you're like playing turn 1 Bobble Go and you're not playing turn 1 Season Engineer or White Plume Adventure or like Archon of Emeria, like what's the point of playing the mono white initiative deck at that point? I feel like Bobble isn't bad in the deck, but it's making people keep hands that I just wouldn't keep. Don't know. All right, round 2 up against Workshop Aficionado. Has had some really strong success recently with workshops, so this hand does not function. Has to be mulliganed. Vexing Bauble, Wasteland, Ponder seems reasonable. Lots of fast mana. Let's just get rid of one of our lands. I just want to deploy my mana and my Bauble to slow them down, and then The question is, do I actually want to play my Ponder here? Yeah, I think that's fine. Like, if they wasteland me, that's not a big deal. Frog, Probe, Lorien. Yeah, we can keep all of these. Oh, I guess I can't probe. That's fine. My fault. I mean, I can't play any spell this turn, so it's okay. But I probably would have been better off with Lorien, Lorien and Frog first, in case I do get wastelanded. I am the person I laugh about with the bobble. Yeah, I can pay for probe too. That's true. But if I had known Lorien Frog, I could always play my Frog next turn, right? So it's like definitely wrong. The probe should be the third one down, but it's gonna be okay. All right, it'll be interesting to see what Andy's got for us here. Is it just a patchwork automaton? Is it a crucible? It is a crucible. All right. Crucible is certainly a problem. So I guess what we do is we pay for probe, get a Lorien. I mean, I kind of want to actually just tempo this turn. Maybe that's like a little greedy, but I think this turn is fine. It's fine to waste a wasteland on a Mishra's Workshop that's coming back just to get this frog in play and pumping. I mean, Stone Coil is a Stone Coil. Like, what am I gonna do? At some point, we can crack this bobble. Maybe even at end step, we crack the bobble. We could always pitch this card to Frog, too. All right, replay, workshop, and then what? Stone Coil is good here. Has reach and protection from multicolor. Have to find a fatal push if they do play that. Pretty sure his last list had Stone Coils. Null Rod. Huh. Alright, well, let's draw a card with Bobble. And your Null Rod resolves. Interesting. And then Stone Coil for 1. Alright. Gotta find a fatal push for that guy, or it's hard to get in. Brainstorm. Alright, first let's probe. Now that we're free from our own bobble. Second Stone Coil Serpent. Ooh, we drew Bowmaster, though. Oh, they have Wasteland Lock as well. Damn. What a crazy game. I don't think I'm supposed to pump yet. Spreading Seas. It's not really stopping us from getting Wasteland locked here. So my opponent has 2 dead Moxes in their hand. They should play a 3/3 Stone Coil Serpent. We need to draw Fatal Push, and then they Wasteland lock me. I do have a basic island. Negation doesn't really help. Do we feel like we just brainstorm lock ourselves here? Try to find a way out of this? Okay. It's kind of still unfortunate. It doesn't actually look that good from here. We get our basic island though, but we're still gonna get like taken off of all of these other things. Man, this null rod's so good. Two stone coil serpents, huh? I think we're gonna lose this game unless we draw that fatal push. We don't have much time to draw the fatal push either. It's like probably this turn. Did you? So good. Ah. Okay. It's okay. That card probably doesn't matter that much. The problem is if I get my basic island here, I can't even fatal push with it. So is it like even that good? I need to be post board where I have a basic swamp too. Time Vault, no. I mean, Vexing Bobble would also be pretty bad here. I think we're gonna get locked out by a Null Rod, actually. I mean, what we're really getting locked out by is this goddamn Crucible of Worlds Wasteland. Another game decided by Wasteland? Who could have seen this coming? Not another one. It's a Wasteland world and we're all living in it. Another Nettle Cyst off the top? Oh dear. I wish I never probed, so I didn't know. I wish I didn't know. Like, the whole hand is duds, but the whole top is gas. Man, I don't know. When I played Workshop last night, this is not how the games went. Too funny. Saga Gaming. That's worthless. Completely worthless. Oh boy. Ah. You can just play out these 0 drops and then we die. Yeah, I mean we just lose. We just lose. He's too good. He always wins. All right, basic swamp, fatal push, long goodbye. Consign. I took out one of the sabotages. That might come and be a problem here. Obviously, Null Rod is worse against my opponent's deck than Steel Sabotages. Pushes, pierces, misstep, probe, dress down, spreading seas. Probably don't want Vault Key. I played Shops last night and I rage quit after 1 round. I literally got manhandled by blue black and I just quit the game. I mean, Bobble was fine there, but I really don't like Bobble here. I just want to get rid of it. And then what's our worst cards? Maybe like one of these spells. The one that costs blue. And maybe 1 Bowmaster. I don't know. If I kept my opponent's hand, like, the difference is I would never have drawn the cards that win the game. I would have just drawn all, like, more Moxen. That's what happens when I try to play Shops. All right, I have a cat. I have Urza's Saga, Negation, Lorien revealed, Double Frog. Why? Why can't this just be an island? Why do we have to play Urza's Saga? Can we just not play Urza Saga in this deck? Won't it just make the deck better? Like, if this is just a basic island, isn't this game 1? hate Urza Saga so much. It's just probably a keep, right? Like, it's still probably a keep. I feel like I have to get an underground sea. That's what I'm saying. Why are we playing Urza Saga? I feel like we can just not. Oh, I can't negate that, actually. It's super bad for me. Though I guess a long goodbye can't be countered by ward, which is pretty sick. I wonder if I'm supposed to... No, I'm probably supposed to hold it. I mean, I get wastelanded here. It's pretty losing, right? I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Mulligan? Go to Mulligan. But like has all the good cards for the matchup. All right, that's a pretty easy negation. I want to negate this because I already have this frog problem, and Consign hits more things than negation does, and I want to cast Long Goodbye, so I think it makes a lot of sense. They have the strip mine. Are they going to hit the Saga, or... Yeah. All right. Nice. I will not pay the ward cost. But I still don't have another land, so I guess I have to hope I hit a land. Nope, did not hit a land. All right. My bad. Kept a two-lander. Got wastelanded. Lost the game. Happens to the best of us. Another Crucible Wasteland lock. Crazy. All right. Hopefully they'll have a Serpent. They have 6 mana, though. Like a Wormcoil engine, just they have a Sikolos. Ah! Man, I just keep getting my A-word handed to me by Andy. No matter what I register, I just get my butt kicked. This is what? Either a Wasteland or a Saga? I guess it could be Karakas. September? No, not September. As long as nothing bad happens. Oh, they had the Saga anyways. And a Null Rod. Okay, all right. Uh-huh. Guess I'm gonna need a wasteland here. I guess I see more cards if I go after. No, I don't want to do that. I mean, what do I even wasteland if I get a wasteland? Oh, I feel like I have to play a second frog, right? This is so bad for me. I probably have to ponder. I found a force for the Golos. And then we draw Saga. It's a close game. No way he's got an Ancient Tomb, right? We definitely lose to an Ancient Tomb here. Come on, pick up the Golos. Come on. I needed that. I really need my opponent to pick up the Golos there. They had the Ancient Tomb! Oh, shit. What's my next card underneath? Can't remember. I guess I... Twister? Twister is... Twister is something here. I don't think we're winning with a Twister. But I'm not beating constructs. I've already played my land drop. I mean, I'm still giving my opponent 7 cards. Like, they have infinite mana. But I'm just losing to these constructs, right? And they're going to get a needle on my frog. I'm just dead, bro. I'm just dead. I don't know. I got manhandled in these games. I'm not sure if I played them really badly. Maybe I should have mulliganed my hand. I don't know the answer, but my opponent's still gonna needle this frog. Maybe I should just get rid of this jet. I don't even have a force. I just have Saga. I mean, they're gonna wasteland me. I don't know. Like, I wasn't winning if I didn't cast Twister, right? Like, my opponent would have needled frog, and then I would be dead on board. So, like, I had to cast Twister as just a way to find something. It's not like this deck plays a Hercules Recall. I'm just dead. There's just no gameplay from here. Yeah, it's hard to cast Twister when you're behind already. I just needed my opponent not to have an Ancient Tomb, and they had an exactly Ancient Tomb, right? If my opponent didn't have an Ancient Tomb, they don't get any construct tokens, and then like they're still needling frog, but at least I have a frog in play. There's a single dress down, but I don't think it does. I don't think it does enough. Like they still have a 7-card grip with 2 workshops. And I just fueled their construct by twistering. And like both of my cards in hand are counter spells that are dead, basically. And then I have 3 lands. Yeah, it's not it. It's just not it. There's simply no way. Yeah, sure. Like I had to do it. I was lost on board. I had to make the play, but it just wasn't good. I don't know. Shop's expert's a shop's expert's a shop's expert, I guess. Maybe I just had to mulligan my hands. Don't know. I do think that this Prison Shops deck really beats up on Lurrus, though. Lurrus is like really bad versus this deck. Just kind of the reason why this deck is seeing a resurgence. Cool. I mean, what was I gonna do? All right, round 3. About to get clapped on. I've got a pile of land. Like are Lurrus players keeping this stuff? Like you can't keep this, right? Oh man. This deck sucks. Ah! How am I supposed to play the game? Like, am I mulliganing this? Like, I can't mulligan this, right? Like, I have to keep it. I'm at 6 on the draw on the play. Oh, I'm on the draw. Oh. Okay, double mocks from my opponent. Psychic Frog. I don't know. How does I'm so bad at Magic because I just don't understand. Oh, I mean, I can't let it resolve. This deck is what? How, man? Like, what am I doing wrong? Am I just mulliganing badly? Like, was I supposed to go to 5? I don't get it, man. I just don't understand. How do I do the thing? We're just dead. Did you see the cards they revealed? They revealed 10 restricted cards. You know, world champion difference, I guess. I don't know, man. Maybe this is how you do it. Maybe I figured it out. I figured it out. We just draw Ancestral Recall. My bad. I didn't understand. I should have understood. You just draw Ancestral Recall. My fault. My bad. I didn't understand the deck, how the deck works. Now that I understand how the deck works, we'll never drop another game. I don't think you're supposed to cast Ancestral here. You're probably supposed to leave up in Spell Pierce. Just the way the Oath deck is configured. There's no Fluster Storms in the Oath deck, right? All right, my bad. That's on me, I guess. Perfect. Psychic Frog. Once again, extremely castable in my deck. Hey, the card I added that wins the game on the spot. Love that one. Not really. No. I guess they have Abrupt Decay. I mean, I feel like I'm still supposed to make them have it. So they have Spell Pierce and Flusterstorm? Hmm. I don't know. This game, like, the only way I ever win games with this deck is Time Vault Key, and all the good players cut that shit. So I don't understand. But I guess we'll just keep doing it. Just keep going. Oh man. I mean, clearly. Yeah, they flash attract, so. Like, look at this stupid deck. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. This hand is fine. It's fine. It's fine. Another double Mox in hand from my opponent here. Yep. I guess I wasn't supposed to fetch. Whatever. I was thinking about playing Cage here, but it doesn't actually make me any sense to play Cage here. I feel like it still doesn't make sense to play Cage, but I want to be able to make tokens and stuff. I feel like if I get Spell Pierce, I'll be sad, but... Okay, well, I wasn't doing much about that. I guess it's fine. We just, like, get Lurrus or something. Like, they have to draw Orchard before we draw the stuff we need. We can also draw a Bowmaster and go for the lethal. I mean, we don't even have to play Lurrus Cage. It, like, runs into Beseiju pretty badly. I almost think we're just supposed to not play it. I guess maybe we can just get a Needle. They have how many cards? There's no more cages to fetch. Yeah, but we can counter Oko. They could have Abrupt Decay, though. No, I think Vexing Bubble's terrible. Like, I'm relying heavily on Force of Will right now. Just like always. I always check. Two cards in hand. I think we're supposed to go for it. They could have Show and Tell in hand and use this to find Atraxa. They did not do that. They have no black mana. I don't know how much that matters. Another Spell Pierce. I feel like I have to jam a Frog, but I have the shields down to jam a Frog. I really don't want to wasteland my opponent. I could have wastelanded my opponent in combat there to, like, turn off Force or something. I don't think I'm supposed to play a Frog. I don't know. The minute my opponent gets a Black Source, aren't I kind of screwed? I guess I can wasteland their Black Source on their turn so that I can replay my Cage. That's the fetch land. This doesn't stop Show and Tell still. Oh, they drew their Black Source. Let's go to end step and then wasteland their Black Source in case they have, like, Abrupt Decay. That way I can replay Cage with the Lurrus. Vamp Tutor. That should be fine. Because we have Needle on decay on that. And we don't think they have any more mana. So Under. Can I cast it though? Like I feel like I need both these spell pierces, don't I? Maybe I'm playing this game too cautious. Is this Oko? Like what is this? Oh, it's they just got another black source so they can play Decay. Wow. Shit. Time Walk would be nice. Oh, we hit Bowmaster Twister. Maybe it's not Decay. Yup. All right. I should I have countered the vamp? They vamp for a fetch for their thing. Like, should I have countered it? I don't know. Feels wrong. I guess they get 2 Atraxa triggers here too. I don't know. Forcing the vamp seems so bad though. Maybe I'm just terrible at this game. I mean, I don't know. Like one of the ways I lose this game was Oko. Like having 2 Spell Pierce Force up is how I beat Oko. But maybe Force is just enough to beat Oko, so alright. I might have had enough of your trolling for a second. Come back later. I'm trying to figure out Orchard, Force, Ancestral. Huh? How can they take Orchard, Force, and Ancestral? How is that possible? Fluster, Show and Tell, Lotus. I can't beat Fluster. I don't think I'm winning from this spot, chat. They didn't hit Time Walk, but they just hit Vamp, so they could Vamp for Time Walk, I guess. I think we're just dead. I guess I had to counter Vamp. I just that feels so wrong, but maybe that just makes sense. Beseiju, Show and Tell, Ruby Vamp. I mean, these spell pierces are completely turned off. They have infinite mana. Maybe I can get the Flusterstorm here. I mean, I still have to beat another Atraxa trigger. It just doesn't feel. I mean, I have to beat another 2 Atraxa triggers because they have Gaia's Blessing. Honestly, Gaia's Blessing has looked kind of good recently. I've been kind of impressed. I don't know. I guess I was just supposed to counter Vamp. Maybe I could have played a Frog, but I feel like going down Spell Pierce was so bad. That's another Flusterstorm. I can't beat a Flusterstorm, though. Like, that's the problem. I don't know, man. I think I played badly. But I also feel like this is a terrible matchup, too. Yeah, maybe I just had to jam my Spell Pierces or my Frogs down earlier. All right, it wasn't like the clock wasn't substantial. And I had a lot of spells covered. I just didn't have Abrupt Decay covered. MTGO chat log is not working very well. You got a Flusterstorm in an Orchard with the first one, and then a Jet, Scalding Tarn, Demonic Force. So now we can just go Demonic for another Time Walk. All right, this Gaia's Blessing has been really freaking good. Oh, I don't know. I guess I just played badly. It's my fault. Okay, let's try to focus up and play good, clean Magic. But then I draw hands like this. What am I? What am I supposed to do, man? Like, what? How am I supposed to play this deck when I have this? I wish I could just play all basic islands. That's what I wish. Maybe I should just play that Hadoop PO deck and then just cut the sagas from the deck and just play only islands. Like, am I supposed to keep this? Chat? Any knowers? Like, this key was taken out, like, I took out a bobble or whatever for this key. Like, a bobble would be terrible here, too. I just don't understand this deck. I don't get it. I'm gonna mulligan. Like, my hand doesn't do anything. It's gotta be a mulligan. Theoretically, this hand is good if you draw lands off the top. But that hasn't really happened, so. I don't know. I guess I mulligan. This hand looks good. No counters, though. Don't think this is a brainstorm hand. I don't know. This feels to me like the kind of hand that you play in Legacy. Like, but if you play this hand in Vintage, doesn't your opponent just kill you? I don't really understand. Guess not. Oh, they're Lurrus, so I guess we're playing the mirror. Okay, that's good then. This hand's probably good in the mirror. My bad. I'll just draw better. My opponent is also double queuing a Vintage Cube match, so. I think I'm going to just pass. Oh, I think it's a really bad matchup. I think the matchup is extremely bad. The Lurrus deck doesn't seem like it's built correctly to beat shops. Okay, they're passing back. I'm going to Lauren Revealed for my basic. Feel like I'm just going to save this time walk for when it's better, or maybe a spot where like I can actually gain some value from it. That was something that I was advocating for a while, was people to start playing shops again, because I didn't think the blue-black deck was very good against shops, especially if they play Stonecoil Serpent for Frog. Everything, apparently. I don't know. I mean, it's probably good against Jewel, right? Good against Jewel, good against Mono White. I don't know, if you look in the data, that doesn't really help because it just says it has like mostly a positive win rate versus the field. But it's like kind of hard to parse. So, but for me, I look at the deck matchups and I'm like, I don't think it's good against Oath. I don't think it's good against I guess I have a Ponder. I have a Bowmaster for a Bowmaster here, so I could theoretically use my Ponder. Some legacy gaming right now. I don't know, maybe we could look. We have some data. Our opponent is playing 2 matches of Magic right now, so. I mean, if they have Force of Will, it's kind of bad for me, right? So maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe I'm terrible at Magic. I don't know. Like, am I like what am I did I play this wrong? Am I dumb? Like, what's the plan? Fatal Push, Strip Mine, covers Saga. It's probably fine. Like, I didn't have to make the play I made. It just seemed like it was a good window. Are we still favored after Time Walk Wasteland my Black Source? I can get rid of this Strip Mine. Oof. So I have Strip Mine on top. Yeah, probably Strip Mine their Black Source. And then Time Walk. And then do we want a second Fatal Push? I feel like we need to save this Fatal Push for... I want to save the Fatal Push for Lurrus, but if I go and get my lands, I get Wastelanded. I feel like I'm supposed to just find a new spell. I mean, what's my new spell that I'm trying to find? Another Underground Sea. Get my Lurrus first. I don't know. Are we just gonna die before then? Like, don't I have to Fatal Push this army token? Well, I'm just like, we're gonna run out of black sources. Like, if I play my land, Fatal Push the thing, they just drew a Pearl. Okay. I can't even Fatal Push a Lurrus because I don't have fetch lands in my deck. Like, this deck is, I don't know, man. Wait, we DT'd so that they're gonna just... They just get an Ancestral too? I don't know. Aren't I just dying? Oh, they got Black Lotus. I see. All right, well, that means at least they're gonna Wasteland me and I'll just kill the Lurrus and stuff here. They do get their Black Lotus back, I guess, but... Are they not gonna Wasteland me? Well, then why wouldn't we just... Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, then why wouldn't we just play things? I don't know. Why would we, like, get a Black Lotus? I mean, I still need to beat this, which I might be able to, right? Like, I have a Lurrus. It might be enough. I don't have the ability to play things back out of the yard, though. I mean, we're in the 1-2 bracket. Both of us are probably not the best Lurrus Saga players. Maybe they just have hard cast force. Feel like that's worth turning off. Actually, yeah, if you look at the Lurrus Saga data, it's beating everything that's not Oath and Sphere Shops. What do they have? A Tress Down? Tress Down's fine. But if you play Esper Lurrus, Oath is not a bad matchup. It's totally fine. The worst matchup for shops? Usually it used to be Tinker, Hercule's Recall and stuff. What is this? Just like a Fatal Push off the Black Lotus. What am I supposed to do, man? Shit. Into a Saga. Just I don't feel like I had. I mean, maybe I was supposed to keep the second fatal push, and maybe we win the game if I do that. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just ass. Maybe it's not the deck. Maybe it's just me. I think 8 creatures is too many. I definitely think I would go back to 6 creatures. I mean, it's probably good in the mirror, though. What's the not worst card in my deck? I guess there's like some power in this bauble here. Try that. Kind of need that in case they have Saga. There is absolutely no world where I would ever wasteland an Undercity Sewers right there. Like, there's just no chance I'd ever do that. I'm just gonna get a swamp and island. Maybe like holding this brainstorm so long is detrimental, but I'll try. I don't have the force backup like they did, though. Nope. I don't think it's that big a deal, though. I mean, it doesn't mean I can't brainstorm, but I guess I can because I have a fatal push, right? You just fatal push this and then brainstorm. Is that worth it? I don't even know if that's worth it. Like, aren't my cards good already? Maybe I should just play Saga by Lurrus. I definitely don't want a needle. I want a frog, though. I'm gonna play a Wasteland. Sorry, I'm gonna play a Saga. And I'm gonna draw the Wasteland back. And, like, make them have another card here. No, I wanted to play this deck. Like I said, I think, like, me playing Doomsday and is less valuable than trying to play the deck that learning what's going on in the Lurrus deck right now. Everything I do is wrong. Everything I do is just terrible. I just get run over by the one-up spreading seas and the fatal push off the Black Lotus and the like. What am I like? Oh, holy hell! Okay, but the problem is like my opponent is going to have like they drew a Moxen, so now they have mana advantage and they can get to Lurrus before I can, and then rebuy Bowmasters. Yeah, I don't know. Like I guess I feel like I just played. Did I play badly? Did I have the wrong cards? Both. Maybe I shouldn't have never have brainstormed or fatal pushed. Could see that. Could have bought Lurrus that turn instead. I don't know. Just because you have a spreading seas, I'm not sure that means you're supposed to. I just like don't have an answer. They also hit land drop again, so they can rebuy Bowmaster here and attack. I don't know. Wasn't I on the play this game? How am I behind? I'm pretty sure it's because I suck at Magic is why we're 1-2. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like, did I play the game horrifically wrong? Was it my fault? It had to be, right? I must have played terrible. I don't know. I don't know. All right, 1-3. I guess, like I said before, we're just gonna try to do our best and learn as much as we can. Try to figure out where we're going wrong, because there's certainly some place in the sequencing that we are making mistakes. Got another Lurrus mirror here. See what we can do. Okay, sure. All right, classic 2-3 bracket here with Lord Beerus. See what we can do. I have a cat. I have an ancestral. Don't have a wasteland though if he's on Dredge. He's also double queued in a vintage league, just like myself. But I don't have a match going, so. I'm a little worried about this hand. Like if I don't draw a wasteland and he's on Dredge, like isn't that a problem? Those are good cards if he's not on Dredge. But if he's on Dredge, they're not Wasteland. Wasteland's the only card that matters here. Unless he doesn't have any Dredgers, in which case the Bowmaster has some game. No, there's a Dredger there and a Grief. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. Not that I have like very many good cards anyways. Maybe if he has a Noxious Revival, he'll hit the Mental Misstep. If not, I guess you just take Bowmaster. Like this hand's not good. I don't have good cards. If I draw Wasteland, probably fine. Not instantly taking Mental Misstep means he doesn't have a Noxious Revival. Oh, it's not actually happening yet. Never mind. It was still on the stack. All right, took the Bowmaster. Makes sense. Follow-ups, hollow ones, griefs. No. All right, well. Spell Pierce. All right, can a Saga beat Dredge? That's the question. Don't think so. But only one Dredge 3 in the yard at the moment, so maybe there are possibilities. All right, Dredge 3 missed. So if Bowmaster was a good take, because Bowmaster would have been good here. Out of Dredgers, so puts the 3 back into the library here, or into the graveyard. Probably. Oh no! Hit a Golgari Grave Troll. That's a good draw. That's not good. We have anything in our main? No, we don't have a Soul Guide or a Needle. What is this level of disrespect in deck building? Disrespect, I tell you. Just draw the Wasteland. You'll have to have the Wasteland. Triple Creeping Chill? That also puts 6 power in play after. All right. The only way we win this game is if my fabled edition of Time Vault is drawn with after a Time Walk. If I draw Time Walk into Time Vault, that is about the only way we're winning this game. Bowmaster. That could technically buy us enough time. Because I can block, and if there's no chills hit. No, there's 2. Yeah, because there's not enough Icarids. Oh, actually, I guess there are enough Icarids. Wow, there are enough Icarids. Because the Icarid can eat an Icarid, and then I shoot. Oh, no, it's still enough. Still enough. I just have to dodge Creeping Chill number 4. I shoot this. Then I block. I go to 4. Again, Time Vault wins because I put Time Vault in my deck. Didn't find it. So instead, I have to get what? Vexing Ball? Try to find Time Walk. If I get Black Lotus Lurrus, is it enough? So if I go Black Lotus, Buy Lurrus, play Lurrus. I have 3. He eats 2 Icarids. I still die, right? Because I go to 6 and I take 9. Take 7. So I just die. Because my deck just doesn't have any real magic cards in it. All right. I need a time walk. I hate this deck. I'm going to put it straightforward with you. I think this deck is just not it. All right. The good news is I have some amount of cards that are good in this matchup. Not a ton, actually. Just some. I don't think I had enough mana to make Lotus and a construct. Lurrus costs 6. Could be wrong. And even then, I would take 4. So I would survive at that point, yeah. I don't think I had enough mana, though. If I had enough mana, then I miscounted and I'm just bad. Maybe I miscounted. It's possible. It was 6. It was 9. It was 10 damage on board. And he still has Golgari Grave Troll, so it might buy me another turn though. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I missed the mana. It's possible. I mean, this is statistically the best deck in the format. Doesn't mean I have to like it. In fact, I hate it. In fact, I absolutely hate it. None of these things kill Hollow One either. I don't know how people play this deck. I'm just not good enough. Let me look at that thing. Probably had enough. I've been kind of tuned off of this deck for like 3-4 hours. All right, so here I can float a mana and play a land and get a Lotus, and that gives me... Okay, yeah, I forgot about playing a land then, right? Because I can buy Lurrus. It's the replay Lotus, make a construct. That's the one I was missing here because I have the land. So then I block 2 Icarids, I take 4, and I gain 3, so I do survive. I do have to block with the Lurrus, though. So it buys me 1 more turn. Yeah, it would buy me 1 more turn, in which case I would have to draw the exactly time walk after afterwards. Actually, no, we know what I'm drawing, right? Because we could have gotten 1 more draw step. So yep. It just forces it? Okay. Means my needle didn't get forced, so like feel like we have to take that as a win. Stinkweed Imp in the yard, go. Twisties. It's better to just spreading seas, right? Double 4. What am I doing here, man? Why am I trying? Oh boy. People say Dredge is bad. Boggles my mind. Just no chance. So this brings back Amalgam. And Noxious Revival on the second Bazaar? Wow. Wow, man. This deck is so broken. That brings back chill and yeah. Yep. Okay, so my opponent has an amalgam that's coming in on my end step. And 7 just has to be a twister, right? I take too much damage for Lurrus to come back from this spot. Still 7 damage in play, and none of these cards really do anything. Is it worth probing down to 12? These cards are just so bad. They don't do anything. The whole deck doesn't do anything. Not when I cast it. Not when I cast it. My Doomsday League that I've been doing in between rounds has gone really well. So I'm glad that I... Yeah, sure. I mean... I drew Force! I drew Force. He's got third Bazaar, double hollow one. Oh shit, man. Okay. How do we proceed from here after my opponent activates all his Bazaar of Baghdad? I don't know. Brainstorm? He still has a Noxious Revival. Deck him, he's at 44? Nah, well, yeah, Tabby would save us. Tabby would save us. I think I have to let this one go. Gonna Lorien revealed on my upkeep. I swear to God, man, none of these cards or do anything in the whole deck. The whole deck is full of cards that have no power. They're just all bad. They're just not vintage Magic cards, you know? Fuck no. I ain't playing that shit card. Yeah, he's bad. I want to tell you, man. I think that Vexing Bobble, the deck that Vexing Bobble hurts the most is my deck. Every time we have a Vexing Bobble in the main, and we have to cut it like every round because it's just terrible. It's so bad. Oh shit! I need to draw Tabernacle. Yo, I'm done. I am never ever registering this deck ever again. I don't understand. I'm not good enough. Like that's part of it, but also like I don't understand. I don't understand, man. The only cards that were good in the entire league were Vault Key, which were the cards that I added to the deck. Those are the only cards that worked the entire league or challenge or whatever we just played, man. I don't know. Like I can't say that the results don't exist, but my God, I am not Mogged or Yuta Takahashi. That is the truest of statements here. And I'm sure we'll go back and I'll read the comments of this YouTube video and we'll find lots of small things that I did wrong, which is great. I'm okay with that. But I definitely will not be registering this deck again either. I have a nice Doomsday League we've been playing off stream where we're 4-0. We made some great piles. I think we'll just stick to the good combo cards instead of the 2-mana creatures that sometimes don't do anything. I hope it was at least something in this video that was enjoyable. I know sometimes it's weird to put out content where you don't win and you don't play well, but I think it's important to put that content out as well as putting out the ones where you play really well and you can win all the matches. So hopefully no more vintage videos like this one, but they will be on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I will see you then.